This is Pre-Calculus Part 1, Section 4.4, Evaluating Trig Functions, Example 3 on page 505, Finding the quadrant in which an angle lies. So, for example, if tangent is less than 0 and cosine is greater than 0, name the quadrant in which the angle theta lies. The easiest way to remember this is that they follow x and y. So x is positive in the first and fourth quadrants because you're always going to the right. So x is negative, which is your cosine value, is negative when you go to the left, which would be the second and third quadrants. The sine, which is your y value, is going to be positive if you're going up, so that's first and second quadrant, and it's going to be negative if you're going down, which is your third and fourth quadrant. The tangent depends on the sine and cosine. If both the sine and cosine are positive, or they're both negative, the tangent's going to be positive. So the tangent of, if the tangent of theta is less than 0, for right here, that means that one of the sine or cosine has to be negative. And since it's telling us the cosine theta is greater than 0, meaning it's positive, if cosine is positive, in order to make tangent negative, the sine has to be negative. So remember that cosine is positive if we're going to the right, that would be your x value, and sine is negative if you're going to the left. I'm sorry, when you're going down, apologize, you're going down because that's your y value. So to the right and down would be the fourth quadrant. So that would be, the answer to that would be quadrant 4. Okay? So for checkpoint 3, if the sine is less than 0, meaning it's negative, that happens if we go down. Okay? So that's either quadrant 3 or 4. When the cosine is less than 0, meaning that cosine is also negative, that's to the left. So that has to either be 2 or 3. So these both happen in quadrant 3. So that would be our answer. If both of those things happen, when y is negative and x is negative, that's quadrant 3. And that's just remembering your graph, and that everything in the first quadrant is positive, everything in the second quadrant is, it's a negative x, but it's a positive y. Third quadrant is negative negative, fourth quadrant is positive negative, because you're going to the right and down.